Percy Williams, we got to stop this color coordination.
You know, good man think a lot. You ready for your first day? I'm learning. I'm
She's in training.
You're gonna be fine. This is short and sweet unless we get out.
Promise? Wait a minute. You promise?
You know that do happen.
Wait a minute. You promise? You promise?
Pinky swear.
10
I'm
minutes.
trying to get home. I got my food at home.
I got to get to the hospital.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think somebody did. He did that on his way out.
I like what I see, D. You see what I see? I love what I see. I want to make sure you love what I see.
Now, please be short when
Oh, I ain't got nothing to say. You see, I got on my blue jean shorts tonight.
you see the first thing on here. Is to swear in.
Up and out.
Man. And the other thing is to fix those
Street.
trees.
Right.
And people's pay
And then we finish.
30 minutes.
Should be faster than that.
Okay.
Should be faster than that. Right. Come on, Council.
Good, how are you? Nice to see you. Madam Clerk, whenever you're ready to start this our meeting.
I see you done made it back to this.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you're not
I didn't hear you, Madam Clerk. I'm praying. I'm praying silently. It says, Scripture says pray in secrecy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm praying as I'm walking.
Present.
Trustee Thompson.
Present.
Trustee Williams.
Here.
Trustee Brooks. Mayor Rudez.
I'm here, Madam Clerk. Let's please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, no general public comments tonight, huh?
Yeah, we got one.
All right.
It doesn't make a difference.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sergeant. The gentleman and scholar. Mr. Mike Sneed, were you coming to make comments, or you just thought this was a process? No comments from you? No comments. All right. Okay, we've got one resident. Miss Millie,
Okay.
your 3 minutes is starting when you say your first word. Looking forward to seeing you, hearing you. Looking mighty nice this evening, Miss Millie. All right, all right. Watch your mouth, folks. Good evening.
Just from my explanation of this agenda, I'm assuming that we're going to talk about the sinkhole.
No, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to do something about it.
Okay. While you're doing something about that particular sinkhole, I wonder if Ontario, I wonder if that group is also, because I never see them around, I wonder if they're familiar with the maybe interested or going to do something about that sinkhole.
Say Sandra, right? Just say Sandra, right? What's she talking about? It's on the...
To let you know, we are looking at it. In fact, we have already started getting the survey. We have getting core samples in the area. I do know about the two areas. There's the one on the side and there's the one in the middle of the road. We're looking at fixing that whole section. It's not just going to be the sinkhole that has the barriers around it. It's going to be that whole area. It's going to be the system that's causing the problems. So we will be looking at that, and we are developing plans for a complete redesign of that system, and that will solve the problems.
When you say you are developing, that means it hasn't been developed yet. Approximately how long will that take? Because here's what I see.
Sure.
I'm up 5 in the morning. My schnauzer gets me up. And I'm all over the place. And what I see is, not only do you have that portion as the sinkhole, and it has, because of my letting the village know about it, it's been horsed off. So now you have the one side, the left side,
Right.
which is the south side of the street, that is starting to slope and sink. I don't know if you see that. I do. Anyway, also what I see is that's a bus route, Route 367,
Yes.
that comes down through there. You also have the school buses that come down through there for summer school, not to mention the cars and other vehicles. Can I just finish? I still want to just get this out to the whole entire board. There's only one person, and that's me. Can I end my conversation? So I'm just gonna just leave it in the air like that? Okay.
Second.
There's a second by Trustee Thompson, motion by Brooks. Question.
Yes.
Sorry. I will. Deputy, Ms. Morgan, thank you. Deputy Richards.
Yes.
I see on your resume that it says you're currently assigned as Personnel and Training Chief for Tinley Park Department. And then it also says I am full-time employed with the Village of Romeoville Department as a Deputy Chief in EMS Code, and you oversee shifts, day-to-day operations, 21 firefighters, and things of that nature. And going into the role as a chief here, how would you allot your time for this village when you work in 2 other villages?
Okay, just to answer your question on that format, that was not supposed to be submitted. That was submitted to HR to see if the format in which she would like, which she'd like, if that would work. She just submitted that to you. I told her that was incorrect, and I also told her I would send her a new one. But unfortunately, she must have submitted that to you guys prior. I do not work in Romeoville, nor have I ever. So that is incorrect. And I asked HR please not to submit that when I would be sending her a new one. So that was just more of a format.
So this is a typo?
Romeoville, yes, is a typo. Tinley Park also is a typo. I do work there, but I am not personnel chief.
Okay.
And I've worked at Tinley Park for 26 years, the entire time I worked here, while I was a lieutenant, while I was a firefighter, lieutenant, and as a deputy fire chief. And those issues have never crossed.
Okay.
This is my home. This is my job. Comes first to me. For the last 20 years of my life, I gave everything to this community.
Okay. I'll yield my time.
I have a question.
Trustee Thompson, then you got one trustee.
Okay.
Go ahead, Thompson.
So for the Tinley Park Fire Department, is this correct, the Personnel and Training Chief?
No, that is incorrect. That was a typo on there.
What
That
should
was
it be?
Just a lieutenant that
Okay.
works shift duty, shift hours, after hours.
So at night,
Yeah,
okay.
on my time off.
So how will you be the chief for us and still be doing whatever it is you do for Tinley Park Fire Department?
The way I've been doing it for the past 6 years is anytime I'm on my own personal time, I would be working there. If there is a conflict or a need for me to come here in that time, it holds precedence. I would then leave, and they are okay with me leaving and coming here. But that, again, immediately there is things in place here for other people covering me while I'm gone and after hours and my own personal hours. I do not cross work time for here and work time for there.
So you will be here, I don't know if fire chiefs work 9 to 5. When will you be here?
I would work here in the daytime, and then when I'm on my personal time, I'm constantly on call. So if there's a call that I feel that my guys or the communities and the system that's set up cannot handle it, I would then come back and assist or just come back and just monitor. Those are usually more serious calls. I don't come back for every single one. So the only time, it would be no different if I was at Tinley Park or a personal event. I have things in place that would be covering the town properly while I'm unable to respond back. Anything on my personal time that I feel I need to come back for, I usually do. I'll drop what I'm doing and come here. And that's the way I've been doing it for the past 6 years.
But I don't want to start a fire.
No.
But listen, you weren't the chief before. So you would be the chief now. So then I don't know. I don't want our residents to be cheated from your leadership. So
Understood. And it's a concern.
That's why I have
It's absolutely something that we can eliminate.
okay, thank you.
Ma'am, I'll be recognized. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Deputy Richards, do you have the actual report or description that you wanted to send? You said that you asked the
I can
HR
have it.
person to not send this one, but do you have the one? Because on what we have for your fire chief position, I don't know if this is all of your statements, but it definitely shows two things that's incorrect in regards to your employment. So your resume doesn't say it. Your resume states, like you stated, is a lieutenant for Tinley Park.
Correct.
So I would have liked to see what you would have submitted. If you're saying this is not what it is, I would like to see that information myself. And then also, how does this work as in working in two fire departments? Do you all have time limits on how long you're supposed to work in the fire division?
At the part-time position, it's a structured 12 hours.
Say it again?
In the part-time position, it's a structured 12 hours, so we're assigned 12 hours in the evenings, weekends, anytime I would schedule it. So for the past 6 years, what I've been doing is scheduling it in my personal time and on the weekends on my personal time.
So it doesn't conflict with like the union, how they say, I know how like officers, you're supposed to work so many hours, or nurses, only so many hours on and so many hours off. That doesn't apply.
No, we just have a minimum requirement. They ask us to do 7 12s a month. That's it. But again, I can also get you a corrected copy of that. That was more of a format submitted to see if that's what we're doing. There was no communication from that point on until today. So it's unfortunate that she had submitted that without even communicating back to me.
Because I received it today, so.
That's when I spoke to her today and told her that has to be corrected. And evidently, she just didn't listen and submitted it to you guys.
Who, you said?
HR, that's who I've been communicating with. So you guys can scrap that, I can get you a corrected one, it's not a problem, but I would refer to the resume for all the correct answers of how I operate.
And you've been working as a lieutenant for Tinley Park, you said, for 26 years?
Yes.
Okay. At the same time as working for the village?
Yep.
Full-time position here?
Full-time here.
Okay, I yield my time.
All right. Trustee Brooks?
Yes, Mayor. Mine is more of a comment. I just now got this myself, this letter that says that the acting chief was full-time in Romeoville as the deputy chief of operations, and then I have a resume. And he clearly stated that it was an error. I just want to say that as a civil service officer who is very familiar with both the fire and police and how both entities operate, especially being the chairman of the Police and Fire Commission, the vice chair of the Police and Fire Commission, I just want to say that when it comes to firefighters, number one, they work 24 on, 48 off. So if someone's questioning, would a firefighter work another job, whether it's volunteer or paid, that is normal for them. And that is not unusual. So what he has been doing was very familiar with me. And I think I had kind of expressed that if Chief Richards said that this was an error and it was submitted incorrectly, I think that at this point, we known him this time, that, you know, we should take his word for him. If it was not true, I think that as a board, we would take the appropriate action. But I just don't want anybody to become paranoid or whatever the case may be, because I'm going to say once again, those guys work 24 on, 48 off. Where police, like UP, these guys work I think at one point they were doing 10-hour or 12-hour shifts. I can't quite remember. But every department I was at, I did 8-hour shifts. Some departments I worked 4 days on, 2 days off. Sometime I work 5 and, yeah, when I left the Hills, they was at 5 and 2, and every 6-7 week they work 5 and 3. So in saying that, I mean that his time off, that he would have the capability of working as a part-time lieutenant is plausible in this. So I think I made it very clear that if he said it was an error, I'm going to take his word on that, but I want everyone to understand that their schedule is totally different than a police officer or the average person. Their hours, definitely they have 48 hours to do something different. And with that, I yield my time.
All right. Thank you, Trustee, for your comments. Trustee Williams?
I just want to say to, I already been calling him Chief Richards, that in this time that I've gotten to know him up here, he is a leader for sure. He stepped up into the plate after we lost our beloved Chelios, and he's talked to me on and off about a lot of great things he wants to do, and I'm looking forward to him doing those things, and I honestly don't think we could have a better person for the job. He's congenial, he's down to earth, he's friendly, he's a people person, and I'm 100% for this guy. That's all.
Thank you for your comments,
Thank
Trustee.
you.
And I just want to make my final. Oh, I'm sorry, Trustee J. Mack. Go ahead, McFadden.
All right. Deputy Richards, now you say this is an error, and he's been great with me too. And when I discuss my kids being firefighters, he's been great with talking to me about that on the side too. But the question I have, you said this is an error. Do you work at Romeoville? Or is this
Nope.
old? Or, okay, so how did he get on there if it's an error? You never did work?
Never worked there, never.
Wow.
It was a template that we were using. I was communicating with another fire chief who did it. HR had requested, hey, I want to put something else with your resume. I said, I have a format of a template. Let me see if that's what you would like. Sent it to her with some corrections on there, and we never communicated again. She submitted that to you guys. So that was not, the intent was to never be
That was
submitted for you guys.
Okay.
There has to be a revision to all that stuff. So I should never have sent that. I should have sent her a corrected copy, but I did not know she was submitting it because there was no communication between her and I until today when she submitted that to you.
Okay.
So my error for even giving it to her, I wish she just would have listened and not submitted it to you.
Okay. Because that's what caught our attention, all those
I
other jobs.
understood, and I completely understand, and that's why I say it's my fault for submitting that. I should never have submitted an uncompleted copy.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Sean. So it's just a genuine concern because when it was, when everybody saw it, I saw it tonight myself for the first time, and then you can assure us that this would be your bread and butter, your full-time job, and that you're committed to the great village of University Park. We can depend on you, and I look forward to working with you. You know, so our residents were probably a little confused about the conversation, but just for the record, there was a document that Mr. Richards had, and it stated that he worked at full-time at another fire department, and he held various positions, and he dealt with the day-to-day operations. So people, the city council was just you know, wanted to inquire because how could he do both of them? So for the record, the deputy chief in a few minutes will be chief. Just made the statement that he's never worked in Romeoville, and he's committed to the village of University Park.
Absolutely.
So we look forward to a great venture, a great future. Manager Scott, anything from you? This is your appointment.
No, I had a conversation with Chief Richards, so I'm here to report.
Awesome.
Right. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, let's do what we got to do then.
Roll call.
I think I'll start up this end. Trustee Williams. Trustee Williams. Trustee Brooks.
Congratulations, votes aye.
Trustee Thompson.
Votes aye emphatically.
Trustee Fulcher.
Votes aye.
Trustee McFadden.
Votes aye.
Trustee Lewis.
Thank you for your commitment to this University Park. Votes aye.
Mayor Rudis.
I concur, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Rudis.
Votes aye, Madam Clerk. And you know what? So listen. This is a little strange, and maybe in September we can just do a swearing-in ceremony for Mr. Richards or something, or is this what we're going to do?
I'm ready.
You ready, Madam Clerk? Well, let's go and do it then. All right. All right. I've been gone since they started this morning. Busting my tail for this business.
Move up. I want you there. Out of here. Ready? Yes. Woo, it. You got your back? I got mine in my car too.
You guys should take your glasses off to read. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, see, I know this by memory.
Good old King James version.
Okay.
So you got to keep that one.
Before we are here all night, I too want to say congratulations to this young man. Now, we're going to take care of the business. Would you raise your right hand? Repeat after me. I, Sean C. Richards, having been duly appointed to the office of Fire Chief in and for the Village of University Park, counties of Will and Cook, Illinois, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the state of Illinois.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Fire Chief
of the office of Fire Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
It seems like you lost 2 boys. Yeah, no,
Right there, right there. Now he's going to sign his life away. Your signature here, sir. I've got 3 of these. I've got three. Mayor Rudez,
Yes, ma'am.
would you attest to?
Joe, I'll tell you what resulted in that. That's why I was
Will you,
shaking when I was talking to you and saying, and I'll tell you what probably brought that on. Boom. Man, we got to build us a new village hall so we can put all our stuff in there. We can have a rec center. I've been trying to make some suggestions, though, but I understand that some people just don't want to do certain things. You know what I'm
Mr.
saying? They
Mayor.
might just bust themselves out. Yes, ma'am.
We're honoring.
We're honoring shit. Listen, we all family here, whether you know it or not, whether we agree or not. At the end of the day, we all got a purpose here. That's why we're here. What you need? What you need, my clerk?
Here's one more.
Yeah, that's all. Y'all funny tonight. All right. Oh, okay, so now we can resolve this problem because everybody concerned about the streets, everybody concerned about the roads. Mr. Mannerism on how we get there, but we all want to get it done. And Ms. Morgan, we don't really get upset with you because we don't really get upset with you because I know that you're really passionate about that and you want to see you get it done. And I'm
No,
not
he
trying to be
doesn't.
rude
They
or
did.
disrespectful to you either.
They did a motion. Okay.
All right, here we go. Item F1B, a resolution accepting the proposal of the Ontario Group for design engineering for Sandra Drive spot from storm sewer system reconstruction in the village of University Park, Cook, and Will Counties, Illinois. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Question.
Talk to me.
So, I reviewed the proposal. Can you hear me? Okay, so once they finish with all their due diligence, and then it comes time. And it's time to select the construction company. Will it be 3 bids? Will we be able to see?
Yes, trustee, we're going to put out an RFP.
Okay. I yield.
Yeah, I have a question. Where did the young man go?
I see this. Go ahead, trustee Dodd.
How long is this process is going to take? I don't see the, oh, there you go. How long is the process going to take? I think that's what Ms. Milton.
Sure. We have a team already lined up to get going for the engineering and so on. We've already gotten the survey going. They were out in the fields on the previous week, processing the data. We're expecting that soon. Our feeling was we need to go ahead and move forward on this in good faith. That was a decision we made. We weren't expecting anything, definitive from the board. We realized the urgency behind getting this done. So, survey, the due diligence behind it. We've been there. I've spoken to Chris Vargas. We've been out there multiple times. We've discussed it. We've had it scoped. We know what's going on underneath. You're only seeing what is exposed on the surface. That's why we are trying to push forward on this, and our intent is to get the design done as expeditiously as possible, move forward with the solicitation for the bids, and get it constructed this fall.
This fall? Okay.
Yes, that is why we are rushing to have this done.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right. Yes.
I also just wanted to add that we did reach out to some companies, and tomorrow we're going to be picking up the metal sheet that's going to go over it to protect it, but however, we're still going to have the horses up, so it's $2,000. So I went ahead because of the situation, there was an emergency, and I can authorize up to 5, so I just went ahead and placed the order, so tomorrow we'll be picking it up.
I did hear a good question. How long would this take? How long? In the fall?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. We are already, we have a team of engineers lined up to move forward with this. We've already even started setting up the plan sheets and so on. Like I said, we were trying to move forward as fast as possible. Our intent is to have design completed in August, and then getting solicitations going and so on with the RFP requests. And then that way we can get a contractor lined up on this as quick as possible. In fact, we're probably going to be reaching out once we really have a solid design and just making sure that contractors are aware, but it will go out to bid. It needs to go out to bid.
And I think the last that's when it comes to dealing with the streets would be November, right? So it would be done before
Correct.
November.
Late. The asphalt plants Yeah,
Right.
the asphalt batch plants close kind of Thanksgiving, so that's why we're really pushing for this and so on. Because the sooner we get the designs done, that just allows everything to move forward quicker.
Okay. And just, I did see the photo that DPW director had given last board meeting. That sinkhole, I guess the question I would have is that when we hear the word sinkhole, it's not, it wouldn't be as bad as we've seen the latest with massive sinkholes that we've been seeing like close to the south, right?
No, this is different. Those are because of longer-term limestone cavities. This is just purely the road bed and so on. And I do want to point out, we are replacing the storm system there that's carrying that creek tributary through. Okay?
Right.
So that's one part. The other part of it is that section of road.
Right.
We would reconstruct that section of road. So that would get into the fact of the road bed. Anything that along that run that is leaking in other places, it's deteriorated the road bed, we would be also taking care of that. So
Okay.
This is a permanent fix.
Okay.
There was talk about a temporary fix, and what we are trying to do is skip over a temporary fix to get it done right and done right now.
Okay. I yield my time.
Mayor, one more question. So that particular area, we know about that one. There's also another one I think is coming on Black Hawk Drive. It's not that far, not even a half a block. So are they connected?
Actually, the storm systems, no, they are not. And it's the storm system, it's the water that leaks, that's creating issues underneath. What you see on top is just the visual that you can see on the surface. On Black Hawk, there are plans for a significant resurfacing of Black Hawk in the area. We're in discussions to determine to what extent. We were looking at doing it from University Parkway to Olmsted, but we may just do it initially from University Parkway to Hickok. And then also noting that we would be hitting the rest of it in a future project. But we will be discussing that as necessary.
So, Mike, since you're right there, because there's a lot of concerns and questions regarding Burnham Drive,
Sure.
and people need to know that there's a... Go ahead.
Sure. Yes. So with Burnham Drive, we look at it, there's Thornwood Mall Drive and Burnham North, as we call it. We're calling it that because we're north of University Parkway. We've comboed that into a project, a single project. We do that because of the storm systems. If we want to if we want to tackle the roads, what's really causing issues on the roads is storm runoff. So what we want to do is improve the storm system. So we want to look at roads in the sense of the storm systems together. So that's one there. We're also looking at Burnham from we're calling it Burnham South. That would go from University Parkway down to Hickok, that whole stretch. And we realize, and we know the issues along it. We have driven these roads. We've seen the issues, and we do recognize the fact that especially around those pedestrian underpasses, there's some areas where the road is caving in on the sides. So we do see the urgent need. And we are working with the village to determine a strategy of coming up with design and construction. So we're trying to do this over a period of time of what can we design and then get into construction. And we're trying to line out these projects that make sense with the budget that is available. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and again, I could see good improvements to the road system in the area.
Roll call, Madam Clerk. Is that it for everyone? Thank you so much, Mr. Sneed. You're welcome.
Trustee Lewis.
Votes aye.
Trustee McFadden.
Votes aye.
Trustee Fulcher.
Both sides.
Trustee Thompson.
Votes aye.
Trustee Williams.
Votes aye.
Trustee Brooks.
Votes aye.
Mayor Rudez.
Votes aye, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Mayor, that's Resolution R 2024-17.
Dash 17. Got you. Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Let's go to our bills payable. Attached to your approval is a listing of general operating expenses for the Village of University Park that occurred on July 18th, 2024 through the 31st of this month. General Fund, $222,308.97. Road and Bridge, $8,002.92. Town Center Fund, $7,502.53. TIF 5 Fund, $1,896.25. Payroll Fund, $4,022.88.14, with a grand total of $243,998.81. May I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
So moved.
Moved by Trustee Lewis. Second by McFadden.
Question.
Questions? Okay.
Okay. Page 1, check number 106-538. You Got Next, LLC, haircuts for migrants, $4,000. Who okayed this and why? When we have kids here, where we got back to school going on, discount and free haircuts that happen at the parade. And how many migrant heads is that?
So I don't have the exact count, but I know it was at least 200 migrants here that was cut, and it's not being paid by the village. That was put into that grant, so it's not our money. It's being reimbursed by the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, and that's the grant that I discussed. And it was almost $400,000 that we received, and we didn't even expend all the money, so we did not get all of that money because we didn't spend it. So they're cutting us a check for the amount that we spent. Also included in that money was GSU, was paid for the ESL classes, also food for the food pantry, some clothing items, lice, the chemical, whatever, the lice treatment was included in that, and as well as, because there was a situation with lice there, as well as some other health, they got some health assistance, and that was through Will County, and every single penny was covered through that grant.
That's that.
And when you write grants, whatever's written in the grant, you can't change it. We can't decide that we want to use it for something else. And they specifically told us that we could not use it for the residents. It was strictly for the migrants. And if we didn't have the migrants here, I wouldn't apply for the grant. But the reality is they're here, and a lot of communities that have an influx of migrants, they opted to apply for this grant so that we could get them the things that they needed as it relates to dental and things like that.
Who is You Got Next? What barbershop is that?
That's
And
the
where?
barbershop located here in the town center.
Them?
Yes.
They did $4,000 of cutting hair?
So yes, it was in the grant. And there was also, I can't remember the exact amount, but it was a lot of money for dental because it included any type of work that they needed, whether it was a root canal, whatever it was. And there was around, I want to say it was over, I don't have the exact numbers, but I can provide that to you for the GSU.
But that's not on here, right? The dental. It's just haircuts.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I didn't see it.
But I can,
Do you have a list of the people who got a haircut?
I think I do have that, yes. Because they came into the food pantry, they went next door, they got haircuts, they had the lice kits. We actually had the Will County Health Van out here because they went to some other communities as well that had migrants. So we were limited in the number of days they were able to come. So although we were awarded almost $400,000, we didn't even spend all the money because we just didn't have enough days that Will County Health Department could come out and serve us, because they were dealing with other communities as well.
Okay, I yield my time.
Just for the record, are these bills already paid?
Yes, it's a reimbursement grant.
I mean, all of them. All of the bills. All the, okay. And then also for the record, I was unable to open the invoices for these bills.
Yes, for some reason it was changed, but I'm not the admin, I'm a member. So the gentleman from IT was here today, and he was looking at it, and he had issues cleaning it up. He came here to do that, and he's going to have to work on the back end to get that cleared out.
Anybody else? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Trustee Lewis.
Votes aye.
Trustee McFadden.
Vote aye.
Trustee Fulcher.
Votes no. I wasn't able to, I never received the invoices to review.
Trustee Thompson.
Votes no.
Trustee Williams.
Votes aye.
Trustee Brooks.
Votes no.
Mayor Rudez.
Both sides, pay the bills.
Made it.
All right. All right. Any
Ain't no comments on this special.
oh, there's no comments on the special.
Motion to
Is there a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Wait a minute.
Hey, but just for the record, Neva, listen, we've got National Night Out coming with the police department. If I'm not mistaken, it's August the 6th. We've got the back to school parade and event, which is August 17th, which is going to be really, really phenomenal. We've got a great lineup. We've got gospel. We've got something for the young people, pony rides, pet rides, horse rides, go-karts, bouncy houses. They talking about a duck tank for the manager and the clerk and stuff. A good time, book bag giveaways, and a bunch of vendors, so a really good family-filled event. So come on out and enjoy yourself. Get to know your neighbors out here. The community is really changing. Get to know some of the key people in the town.
Clean up.
August 3rd is clean up, and we also have a bus for those who want to go down to Bourbonnais tomorrow to protest or let their voices be heard regarding the rate increase proposed by Aqua. But as you all know, we are a party to the lawsuit. But for those who would like to ride the bus will be leaving at 6 from the Ford Town Center parking lot. So we really need to know if people are going to come out. So if you can let us know ASAP. I don't even know if they'll see this before tomorrow. But 708-534-6451 is our Village Hall phone number. So call if you want to get on the bus to go down and protest. Because we're going to beat them with that rate hike, and sooner or later we get them out of there. Thanks for running this long time. We look forward to everybody having a good summer. Join in the community. Come out in residents. Come out to the parade. Come out and meet the people. It's time to change and do something different. Time for everybody to be engaged. All right, thanks. Good night. Yeah.